Welcome to the No Clue Podcast. I am one of your hosts. I'm Tyler.
Mike.
Welcome back. It's been a while. A lot has happened since we've been out. NFL, it's almost over. Feels like it's almost over,
Yeah.
but it's in a weird time where there's some teams that are looking at where they're going to be in the draft, and then there's other teams that are trying to figure out where they're going to be in the playoffs. Had some major injuries, and we have probably the biggest comeback of our lifetimes, which is Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
back for
that's
the
so
Colts.
great. That's such a throwback.
I think I saw he's the first grandfather to start in the NFL. At least start at quarterback. What do you think about him first game? His first game back in 5 years.
I thought like it made the signing made sense.
Uh-huh.
I feel like the defense was like really competitive.
Yeah.
The team had an overall energy I feel like they wouldn't have had with like whoever else they had potentially backing up Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It did make sense. I mean, I think for the fans' perspective, I think it also kind of gives them a pass where the fans aren't going to criticize him as much as someone else they brought in. You know,
Yeah.
So I thought. I mean, he looks pretty good. He definitely looked like someone who's been an
And he
all-pro
didn't like
NFL player.
he didn't play great, so I think like the upside for him playing a little better is there.
Yeah. Him playing bad, the things he didn't do well weren't things that like someone who isn't good does. It was just someone who was good who just didn't play well.
Yeah.
Obviously. But who else you want to talk about in the NFL right now?
I'll talk about a team that's been a letdown. The Bengals.
All right. Yeah. And
Man.
they're out of the playoffs, right? Officially?
And it's like I'm not out of the playoffs, okay. But Burrow like forcing to come back
Mm-hmm.
and now talking about how miserable he is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like coinciding with him playing like garbage.
And the talk of him not even being a Bengal next year now.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden.
And it's been depressing for Cincinnati.
Yeah, especially after this past offseason with the all the contract issues they had and all the who's up in the air, who's gonna stay, is T. Higgins coming back? Is like they had all these things going on in the offseason and they worked it out only to have like such a rough, wild season.
I mean, last year they were better and they were like fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
So.
And people's futures were up in the air. Now, the only person who we thought's future wasn't up in the air has his future up in the air.
Yeah,
but I mean, if he were to leave, every team that doesn't have like a top 5 quarterback would want Joe. For sure.
I'd put up Joe against most top 5 guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he has super high trade value, fandom value. Like he's someone everybody likes, all the fans like. As soon as he goes to a new team, he's going to immediately capture he'll be the face of whatever team he goes to.
I just hope it's a Bengals problem.
I hope he comes to the Giants, but
yeah.
No, I hope it's a Bengals problem too. I hope they work it out because I like this team. I think him and the receivers have had such good chemistry. It would just be weird to end it this way after an injury.
That's why it's like weird to me that he's so miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Like the situation's not that bad.
Right.
It's set up for you to thrive. You guys have been close. Like your bad luck has been like probably the biggest reason for the letdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you're talking about not loving to play, is it really the Bengals problem, or are you just like tired of getting hurt?
Right.
which I guess in a way is Bengals' problem.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not an Andrew Luck situation where
Right.
he's
Exactly.
just gone. I hope not. Yeah. Um, let's talk about Tampa Bay real quick. What a collapse from
Man,
them being like probably the most feared team in the league for up through maybe 8 games.
bro, Baker has been trash like for a while.
I don't know what happened because they looked great.
Dude, they're like battling with the Panthers, and they might lose for
Yeah,
the division. Shout out to the Panthers; they're having a good year.
yeah.
A couple weeks ago, they had that win against the Rams. That was probably one of the better wins of the year for a team.
Hmm.
But man, Tampa Bay is just the defense has just gotten worse.
Hmm.
Todd Bowles a couple weeks ago was just losing his mind,
Yeah,
cussing the fucking team out. Baker's been trash. He's kind of like hurt, but not really.
yeah, and he's doing those desperation throws that he used to do, where it's like he just throws it as hard as he possibly can, straight
Bro,
up in the air.
you're not athletic enough.
Yeah,
It can't.
yeah. It was that Patriots game that like took their heart. Week 10,
Hmm.
like
It just
I think
put
it
them in
came
like a
down to the
bad
fourth quarter. Huh?
because up until that point they were clutch. They were
Yeah,
finding ways, like little situations, they were making it happen. And
yeah.
after that, it's been just all bad.
Crazy thing is that was off a bye, so they had a rest week and came back and still they lost that one and they lost the next three straight.
That's like a true mark of like they're not good.
Yeah,
Like
they lost five out of six.
their collapse was not like some fluke or bad luck. Like they just fell apart.
Yeah, and then I mean, even with Mike Evans coming back, it still hasn't clicked yet. It almost looks like they're really struggling to get him back into the um back into
Yeah,
rhythm.
it's tough. I feel like they got away from the run, but it's at the same time they're losing.
Yeah,
You're kind of in a weird spot, so I don't know. Their season is really falling apart.
yeah, it has. It has. Uh, I don't have any. Oh yeah, we got to talk about Green Bay. Um, Micah Parsons is out for the season. Probably a little bit of next season.
Yeah.
Um, do you think they still have a chance this year?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, he their offense is good, but it's only as good as their defense has been for the most part. Like they get really good field position because their defense is good. Jordan Love really doesn't. I mean, sometimes he gets all the way down the field, but I don't really trust him to say, "Hey, we need to go 100 yards and go score this." He's more of a like, "Hey, we need 50 yards, 40 yards." Like he works
Yeah.
really well in those conditions, but the defense isn't there. They don't get into those spots.
I just at full health, I would believe in them
Yeah,
because they lost the big receiver.
Watson,
Yeah, Watson. They lost the tight end earlier in the season,
Kraft. Yep.
and I think Watson's coming back.
Yeah, I think Watson's gonna be back. I don't think Kraft is back. Kraft's done.
Kraft, I think tore something, so he's done.
Yeah, yeah,
And I just don't trust like Love to overcome missing weapons. I don't
yeah,
trust the defense missing the best player.
yeah,
Like I still think they're a threat going in. Like Tampa Bay going into the playoffs. That's to me a free win for somebody.
yeah.
The Packers are still going to be dangerous, but are they making a full playoff run without Parsons?
No,
I just can't. I can't see it.
yeah, because plus they're not really that high of a scoring team, so they're not even gonna be able to outscore teams, even if it did come down
That's
to
the scenario would be Love going crazy.
right, and that's not really their game.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, not really their game. Uh, anyone else you want to talk about right now?
I feel like Stafford, if he wins the MVP, he locks that Hall of Fame spot.
Oh, for sure. You think he's
Yeah,
gonna win MVP? I feel like
I
I feel like Josh Allen kind of has it locked up. To be
Josh Allen
honest.
is like sprinting back into it and getting
Yeah.
ahead. But
Yeah.
Stafford has a lot of touchdowns, and they're playing I think tomorrow against the
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
That's going to be without Devontae. He wins that one, and he puts up touchdowns in that one.
Hmm.
I think statistically, he has enough of an advantage that at the end of the year, it's like Rams are number one. Bills had to climb back. Like Stafford has the advantage in that scenario.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because also the Bills' losses, like it looks more like it's on Josh's part than it does when the Rams lose.
I can't forgive losing to the Dolphins. Like Josh, you gave their season life.
He did.
They
He
should have
did.
that win streak only became serious when they beat the fucking Bills.
Yeah.
And since then,
Yeah.
Josh Allen has been like unstoppable.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is his high low is just insane.
The Bills receivers are really underrated. How open they get. Like they move really
Yeah.
well. They execute really well. And Josh, I mean, he finds them. He hasn't been missing guys lately.
Yeah, he spreads it around.
He does. Yeah, he does. He spreads it around more than anyone else in the league statistically. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's been a little bit of like danger to it. Like there's been some like risk, some bad throws.
Yeah.
But when he's just like an unstoppable machine, picking up like huge chunks to by running if he needs to, finding guys all over the field, like I'll live. I'll live with a turnover here and there. I'll live with a fumble here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But they're putting up. I mean, that Patriots game, they just went like touchdown, 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 5 straight
Mm-hmm.
against a team that was dominating the season.
Yeah.
That to me was like holy shit. Like they're fucking no matter how they close the season out because I know their schedule. They have some important games,
Yeah.
but to me, no matter how if they get in the playoffs, wild card, division winner, dude, I don't want to play them.
Yeah. And I mean, it would be really hard for them not to come out to me, um, at this point.
You know what really
But
hurts? He's now like the definitive face of the NFL.
yeah,
Like
he
he's
is.
just such an exciting player. Like everybody knows how great he is. Everybody wants to see him. Like he has
Yeah.
the same X factor as Mahomes.
Yeah.
And
You
with
know,
Mahomes going down, it's kind of the perfect moment for him.
yeah, and he kind of has he benefits in that none of his receivers are like big.
Stars.
Yeah, he has no stars, no other stars really on the team. At least not receivers. His defense has stars, but the receivers don't really have any star power. So he really does become like the one and only face of the team.
That's he's in a tough spot though, because he's going into the playoffs with the most experience. But it's
Hmm.
like if he loses, there's no excuse.
Yeah, it's another ding on him if he
And like
loses.
the consistency now, it's like shortcomings in the playoffs, like it's over and over again.
But what they'll use. Oh, he didn't have any weapons. He didn't have digs. He doesn't have a number one. You know how
To
they'll
be
they'll
fair, they've lost to Kansas City like 4 times,
yeah,
and then I think the Bengals once.
yeah.
So they haven't even lost to I don't see them losing to the Patriots.
Patriots are good,
I I
really good.
I'd love to see them against the Broncos.
That would be a good one.
That I think would be a crazy matchup. But again, like, do I trust like, yeah, okay, I don't trust Josh Allen 100%. Bo Nix? Like, Bo Nix, do I trust? Not at all.
Bo's look good, man.
He has. But
Like,
there's good and there's what Josh Allen is doing.
well, which coach do you trust more?
Honestly, that's like a toss up.
Yeah, I kind of think that's who it may come down to. What it may come down to, like
It's like
a, a
like
game between those two.
yeah,
But
and Peyton would maybe surprise me with like some sort of creativity,
yeah,
but McDermott sticks to like principles a little bit better.
yeah.
So if they run well with probably the best running back of the season,
Hmm.
like they could just dominate, and their defense does step up at times. So I feel like they're gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. Their defense has actually been like, to me, the star this year.
Yeah,
And I mean, they've scored a lot of points here and there, but for the most part, a lot of their wins are low scoring games because their defense just locks up. But yeah, I Broncos are probably my favorite team going into the playoffs, honestly.
they're the most like reliable.
Yeah, and to your point earlier, how they win in tight moments. They win these big games. They win when you don't think they're going to win, and they pull it out. Bo Nix pulls it out.
Yeah, they've been impressive, and their
Yeah,
defense is like scary good.
it is. Yep. All right. Who else? Anyone else? This for this week?
No, I mean I'll let the Ravens live. There's still life there.
Yeah.
It's been a messy season, but they're coming off a good win.
Yeah, Philly's another team. I was thinking like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know whether to criticize them or to praise them at this
Philly,
point.
Philly's. I'm not taking any stock in beating the shit out of the Raiders.
Right.
The Raiders are
They're
fucking awful.
they're almost in the coast wake us up in the playoffs kind of mode.
Oh,
It
the
seems.
Eagles for sure, and the
Yeah.
Cowboys, bro. The Cowboys had a glorious opportunity to put pressure and make it exciting, and they got
Yeah.
their ass whooped by JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there was like a month where if we had an episode, I would have been like like, yo, the Cowboys look great. Like, yo, Dak
And
Prescott, you seen what Dak Prescott is doing? And then we get to the fucking Lions, they get their ass whooped.
yeah.
The Vikings, they get their okay, Lions, I can forgive.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy was like playing his way out of the league
Yeah.
and then got right immediately.
In Cowboys fashion, they do it every
Dude,
year.
dude, that shit hurt. They're a fucking tease, to be honest.
They're first in the league in yards per game.
Bro, Pickens was like I could see the dollar signs increasing. In the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks, he's just like he doesn't give a shit.
He does that every year. I mean, every season that's what he's done.
Man, that shit. And meanwhile, the Steelers are like popping off, kind of.
Hmm.
It's like, man, that shit. Cowboys, what are we doing?
Cowboys are -7 in total turnover differential. That's 29th in the league.
Man,
That's so bad.
fucking that shit. Their season just like ended abruptly by a fucking guy playing like his fifth game.
Yeah. Yep. And like you said, playing his way out of the league. Um, you don't want to talk about Miami?
No, because it's like I just really, dude. It's hard for me to blame one guy in team sports, but like, bro, like it's Tua's fault. Their season sucked.
It is. He's
Like,
been atrocious this year.
bro, they in this last game, that montage of his interceptions is like, it's vomit inducing.
Yeah. He, Yeah, it really, to me, really wasn't even close this year. He's been the worst quarterback. I mean, I think Gino gave him a run for his money a little
Yeah,
bit this year.
for a while, you did.
Yeah, but Tua was just Tua was really bad.
But like Gino
So bad.
just sucked. Tua was like throwing games away. Like 4 times he did it.
Yeah,
Like, dude, I can't imagine like a running back fumbling a fourth quarter drive 4 times in a season.
yeah. And a lot of his interceptions are like right to the other team. There's no one even in like no one in the vicinity of the ball.
Bro, it's they put the stat all against zone defense.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Every pick he's thrown this season is against the zone.
That's good scouting. Well, you don't need it this year because he's benched, but that would have been a
Bro,
good scouting report there.
Tua, I thought you were reading the field. Like if we can't read the zone, like what are we looking at?
He can read it, he just doesn't know how to beat it.
We really what do you say? Like he can't see over the line. He can't see.
No, he can't.
Dude, it's bad. It was so bad, bro. That shit like it genuinely pissed me off.
Yeah,
Because
me
they
too.
played their way to save McDaniel's job, in my opinion. I don't know if they'll keep him,
Hmm.
but the team was competitive enough where I'd like to see him back.
Yeah, me too.
Run it back with a fucking Kirk Cousins. Like, dude, I don't give a
I don't know
shit.
about
I don't need
that.
somebody great.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't have to be anyone great because the team is super talented.
I
Otherwise,
believe in McDaniel scoring with like a decent quarterback.
yeah, me too. Yeah.
Just Tua is just fucking what? I don't know what the fuck he was doing this year. Because like I didn't look at him as like a gunslinger. It's not even a gunslinger. It's just like a dumb decision maker,
Hmm.
like a literal choke artist.
Hmm.
So I don't know what the fuck is happening there. Finally, they
Yeah,
benched him.
he didn't show any competence at all this year.
Oh, and worst part, he didn't even own it every time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's
I don't,
people not coming to the meetings is why I'm throwing games away. What?
yeah, that was nuts. And I mean, I don't think anyone's ever accused him of being a leader, but I know
After
no one
that,
ever
yeah.
will now.
Nope.
Yeah, I know it's a wrap now.
That
Yeah,
shit is crazy.
yeah, yeah. All right. Um, that's good on football. Let's move on to basketball. We got bigger things to talk about. New York Knicks just won the NBA Cup. The This is the third one.
My Knicks already.
Um, Jalen Brunson MVP.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think about this game? What do you think about the Knicks overall in the Cup? Last two games.
Uh, they're complete.
Yeah,
They're they're by far the most ready team in the Eastern Conference.
yeah, I agree.
They have the steadiness of like playing together for a few years. They have a variety of guys who could step up. Like they have guys they could plug in to get through the season because I'm sure they're gonna have some injuries. They've already had some.
Hmm.
But again, and Mike Brown has kind of shifted their offense a little bit
Yeah.
to kind of just make it what's a good word for it? A little less stagnant.
Hmm.
And it's like basic things, just like putting guys in different spots, initiating the plays like from different spots.
Hmm.
Just like basic things to force guys to move.
Yeah,
And it looks great.
it does. Well, one thing Mike Brown is doing that like completely different from Tibbs is using the depth and
Yeah.
trusting it.
Yes.
Tyler Kolek was absolutely fantastic last night. I mean, fantastic. Um, Clarkson, no surprise. He came off the bench, going straight for buckets, aggressive. he's playing on both sides of the floor. I really like the defensive scheme that they do, where it never looks like Brunson is like it never looks like he has a mismatch. And I think they're kind of like they're doing a specific kind of switch. Like they're switching early so Brunson can get back on, his man.
Hmm.
Because it never really seemed like Brunson's out of position or any of the guards for that matter. But the other four are kind of switchable, but they're doing a really good job not making it easy to hunt Kolek or Brunson.
Yeah.
Um, Mitchell Robinson is just playing great. Like they figured out his minutes, they figured out how to motivate him, and he's just playing his game. He's blocking shots. He's in the way. He's using his fouls well. No dumb fouls. Like last few years, it always felt like Mitchell Robinson's fouls were dumb. Now it seems like okay, yeah, you slapped Wemby on the arm on a dunk. That's a good foul. Like
Yeah.
good stuff like that. So
And he matches
um,
up with Wemby like fairly well.
he does. He does. He has a great wingspan,
Yeah.
and he has really good timing.
And
Really good
he's
timing.
not mobile enough to stay in front of guards, but he
Hmm.
knows how to use his length so well
Yeah,
that he just covers so much ground. It's very similar to Wemby, actually.
big guys, young players, big guys. Watch Mitchell Robinson and watch Cornette. Also, both of them have mastered the distance they need to be away from shooters. None of them are all up on shooters because they know they could be 6 feet away
Yeah.
and still block the shot because they're both 7 footers. Like they have completely mastered that. And Wimby actually has trouble with this to me. Um, he's not as consistent with it, but even when Mitchell Robinson closes out, he never closes out like to where he's touching the offensive player. He closes out just enough that if he extends enough where he is, he's going to catch the ball. He's going to catch a piece of the ball. Um, he's great at that. Towns sucks at it, but that's why he fouls so much because he goes for everything and he comes down and guys, take the bump.
Towns Towns we like to call an offensive big, okay?
Yeah, he is. He is. I really liked how Towns was aggressive early on in the game last night too. Wemby was out. Towns just started banging threes early.
And they have a good hierarchy with their starters for like how they pick and choose who attacks.
Hmm.
Because they've done a really good job getting OG involved since he came back from the injury.
Yep.
And it's been like a versatile kind of array of like spot up shots. He gets to attack mismatches, some post ups.
He's leading the league in corner threes this year.
Yeah, and it's contested, dude. Guys are closing out on him like a shooter.
Yeah, and he from that corner he knocks it down.
Yeah, man.
He knocks it
They look
down.
great.
Yeah. I joked about Mikal Bridges last night, but as soon as the starters came out and Bridges kind of was like the last starter in there, I think, and he kind of started getting aggressive, getting to his mid range. He actually looked really, really good. I got to give him props. I was hating on him during the game, though. Not everyone can see my text, obviously, but I
Yeah.
was hating because
Nah,
sometimes he
but
does
but
get disengaged.
but him and Brunson do a good job of keeping them like mid-range honest,
Yeah.
where like it keeps again, it's not just three and layups.
Hmm.
It's just all over the court where we like shots, where we get good looks.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
really like
I
how the
would
Knicks look.
go ahead. What'd you say?
No, I just like how the Knicks look.
Yeah, I would even say Bridges is probably their best drop coverage attacker. Like if the big drops off the switch, Bridges attacks that better than everybody else on the team to me.
Yeah.
Um, and Josh Hart played good. I mean, you never have to like question if Josh Hart is playing hard. Obviously, he played good. Let's talk about the Spurs. The Spurs took out OKC, who who's only lost one game all season.
Two.
Um, yeah, and they look I mean, Wemby wasn't even fully healthy, and shout out to him. He lost his grandmother yesterday, I believe they said,
Ooh.
right before the game, which he kind of came out a little bit flat. It could be why, but he looks fantastic in these last two games. First game back, I forgot how many games he missed, but what do you think of the Spurs overall?
I really like how much energy they play with.
Yeah.
Like they play very young. Their rotation's very solid.
Hmm.
There's like a level of trust you don't expect from a team that doesn't have like a ton of time put in together.
Yeah.
It's just for me the one thing it's they're not really using Fox well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's so good. He kind of like hides whether he's actually being involved or not,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like where
Yeah.
he's kind of coasting as far as his involvement in the offense,
Hmm.
and it creates these long stretches where they're really not running anything for him.
Yeah.
It's kind of all just randomly up to him, and he doesn't have a good feel playing like that.
Yeah. He doesn't look like the second best player on the team all the time. And
It's been the younger guys like just more hungry to have an impact.
yeah, you remember last year, maybe 2 years ago, I said that Jimmy Butler was playing like the coach in a scrimmage that doesn't want to take shots, but wants tries to get
Yeah,
everyone else involved. That's how Fox looks sometimes because he does just come down, kind of go through the motions. He takes weird shots, um, and I think that Wimby is such a threat inside, like off the pick and roll. Wimby is such a good first option. They haven't like found a way to free up that space for Fox because in Sacramento, and I mean Fox is a professional basketball player, so I'm not saying he can't adjust to a new team, but on Sacramento, the Fox we saw, they ran a lot of pick and pops for Sabonis, who really isn't even a shooter. But
mhm.
Sabonis was very rarely ever in the paint unless he was rebounding. So Fox got to do a little more slashing, a little more. They would like do pick and rolls with Keegan Murray, so like it was another shooter or a different kind of cutter where he got to really explode off of it. And they don't really use that on this team. Part of it, I think, is because Wemby is such a threat inside, and when Cornette's out there, Cornette really isn't a pop threat. Um, it just kind of the middle is a little bit more clogged. Plus, there's really not any knockdown shooters on the Spurs. Some guys who hit shots. I mean, I guess Barnes is kind of a knockdown shooter, but then
No,
their spacing,
he's not.
their spacing isn't flattering for Fox like we've seen Fox have in the past.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to be generous. They obviously a lot of games left for them to figure it out,
Yeah.
but I can't picture why there's not some sort of strategy to utilize his speed.
Hmm.
Like he's just so fucking fast, and maybe it's an unfair comparison, but I'm thinking of like Halliburton last year, where it's like his speed, they were just unstoppable because they knew how fast Halliburton was. The team like fed off of that speed, and
Hmm.
it got them easy looks all the time.
Hmm.
Right now, what's left of Sacramento, the only like shell of them playing well is utilizing speed.
Yeah.
So watching the Spurs with a lot of young guys who aren't like steady shooters
Hmm.
constantly try to slow it down and like execute and generate looks for specific guys and have Wemby create certain like out of certain situations
Yeah.
is stagnant.
Yeah. This is how I felt earlier in the season when I kind of said I wish they would use Wimby a little more as a point forward, use him pushing the ball a little bit
Yeah.
more because I felt exactly how you feel. So even though they have more time to fix it, I felt like this 10 games ago and they haven't fixed it yet. So it does seem like they do just move a little bit slow to be that young and that athletic. Like I don't know why there's not a breakaway Fox dunk every night or breakaway Castle dunk every night. But
Yeah.
they get rebounds and they do kind of wait around to see who should get the ball. Um, it doesn't look like guys are breaking out. It doesn't look like guys are even cherry picking a little bit like some of the really good teams do. OKC, I mean, I use cherry pick loosely. But OKC, Caruso like stands at half court waiting for a steal sometimes. And like he's already down court. You didn't even know you lost the ball yet, and Caruso's already down court ready for a dunk. And Spurs are probably slightly more athletic than them, and they don't do anything like that.
Like they'll show little flashes, but it's so sporadic.
Yeah. Even last night, who was it that fouled Fox on a like Fox stripped it from them? I don't even know why Fox let that person catch him. I forgot who. I thought it might have been Kolek.
Yeah,
I think it was
Kolek
Kolek.
hacked the shit out of him. I'm like, how do you not dunk that or blow like extend past them?
Yeah, like how did you let him catch you, Fox? Like he was so far ahead of him, he just slowed down for the lay. I'm like, that was that was by itself like such a weird moment to me. I'm like, what are they doing? That kind of that moment, I kind of felt like they were going to lose the game because it felt like they weren't taking it serious or something to me. But
And
it,
meanwhile, Brunson's getting layups at will.
yeah, the smallest person in the gym.
There's something missing. I do think they have a good amount of time to figure out versatility to their shot selection.
Yeah,
But it has to come from like utilizing what Fox is good at.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. If this team could do it without Fox, they would have did it last year, and they
Hmm.
can't. Well, let me ask you this: do they make a trade? Like, you're the Spurs GM. You saw them beat OKC. You see them go toe to toe with New York. Um, are you staying with this team, or are you making a win now move? And by win now, I don't mean like necessarily affecting any of the starters. They have a lot of assets on the bench that I think they could explore. Like, do you need Sohan and Keldon Johnson? Like, could you flip those two for Wiggins, or like somebody like good but not great, but
I'd run it with this team because it's
you
a
keep it
lot
with
of
the team?
guys that are emerging kind of with the
Yeah,
team getting good. Like it's not like they're sticking out or they're not like a good fit. Everybody's
yeah,
involved to how much they've improved,
yeah,
and I do want to see like what these guys are going to look like under pressure. Like maybe Keldon Johnson will step up and knock down big shots.
hmm,
Uh, Keldon Johnson's not a good example for like hitting shots, but like Vassell,
yeah,
there's times when Vassell will take and make shots where I'm like, dude, if we can depend on this,
yeah. That OKC game, he looked fantastic.
yeah. And he's really tall. He's like weirdly tall. He doesn't play that big all the time, but when he shoots
They
the
were playing
ball,
him.
it's hard to block.
They were playing him at the four a little bit.
Yeah.
He now to me, when I say the trade thing, I think their starters are untouchable, in my opinion. I mean, maybe Barnes if it's something like really good, but I think the other four and Harper and Cornette to me are untouchable in a trade. But I am talking about Kelvin Johnson, even though I like him, but I like him enough that I think other teams would use him. But I don't know. I wish they, to your point, I wish they did have someone a little more reliable off the bench. But we'll see. We'll see. I think he's good. And I think he's really versatile, which helps them because
I mean,
when he comes in, it really doesn't matter who he comes in for.
I wish they had somebody more reliable than Barnes, even though he's played well.
Yeah, yeah,
But like I
and
know I've watched Harrison Barnes, long enough. He's gonna give them duds when they need him most.
yeah,
And
yeah,
and I'm with you. I'm with you. Like I don't know if Keldon Johnson will step up,
yeah.
but let's see it. Why not?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I just I think I think that the front office, seeing how they've been playing these last this last 2 weeks, I I think I would probably pull the trigger and say, let's go get the championship right now. Like, let's see who we can get for a championship right now. I don't think Keldon Johnson is a championship player right now, but I do think he
Yeah,
could be. And they don't
I
even
just
play Sohan anymore. I like,
yeah.
he just
If
dresses
it's
out.
if it's we're trading like guys that don't fit in the rotation often,
Yeah,
all right, let's see we could get somebody. But like I'm not looking for like a Wiggins, like you said.
yeah,
That's not a steady enough upgrade to me. Like, yeah, the upside is there, but he's also
yeah. I'm just trying.
older. He's a little more injury prone. He's going to be a tougher fit because he played with them for coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah. I was just trying to think of someone who could play in a big moment, but isn't going to cost you 5 draft picks. Like I feel like Wiggins is. I feel like Barnes, Johnson, and Sohan for Wiggins isn't like a crazy trade. I'm, but I mean, like they're obviously not going to go get Anthony Davis with those three as the
You
package.
know
But I'm
what? Like
trying to think like who would it be? Like Kuzma
I'll
or
give you
like
a perfect name where
Middleton?
the problem is not this guy is impact wise way better than like
Yeah,
Barnes,
yeah.
but Naismith.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
But like the problem is Barnes has this like level of reputation, I guess,
Yeah,
level of ability, level of capability
yeah,
that they're not like eager to pick up a guy like that, even though we both think they should.
yeah.
So
Right.
I really think they're going to stick with their guys. Maybe they'll look. They'll probably look. I mean, Atlanta. There's probably
Hmm.
somebody in Atlanta that could help,
They'll explore it.
but maybe on the Wizards will do some random shit. Who knows? Wizards like to hand out championship pieces.
I think Middleton is a good fit, but
Hmm.
I don't I don't know how much I would pay for Middleton right now.
Hard for me to evaluate Wizards players with my biased eyes, but
You think
I
Middleton isn't
see
playing good,
I
or he
see
is?
the picture.
I think Middleton gives you what Barnes does, and is probably a more reliable shooter. And like if we're down three, who would I want to? If the Spurs are down three right now, Who's taking the shot? To Wemby, and who's the second option?
Vassell could hit it. Barnes could hit it.
I'm not. I'm not going with Barnes. Vassell, yeah, Vassell second option, but I,
Barnes bricking it, but they're kicking it out to him.
yeah. So I think
He'll be
Middleton gives you
he'll
that.
be
Like,
wide open, shoot that shit, hold the follow through, and it'll brick like not even close.
yeah. So I think Middleton gives you the championship pedigree, the experience, but also
Yeah.
gives you a little more if they were to do that. Which I mean, I think Sohan and Kelton Johnson for Middleton is a good trade to me for the Wizards.
Uh,
Anything
I
you
want
guys will
them to
take
figure
anything.
out winning with their current roster.
Yeah, I think they should. Uh, I just think they look great. I think they're really close to win now mode, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, where do you want to go throughout the league next?
Um, we could talk about how OKC's been dominating
Yeah, they have in fact been dominating. They've just been. I
on
don't
a
even really
different
have.
level.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it. They just are so swarming on defense and so aggressive. I just don't remember seeing a team like them where literally everybody on the team is aggressive. Like everybody.
Yeah, and they rotate like crazy. They just
They
look like
do.
they practice harder than everybody.
It does. Yeah, it does. It looks like they get paid by practice time.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like the one guy, AJ Mitchell.
Hmm.
He's giving some 6 man potential.
He got to win most improved or six man, one or the other.
I
Has to.
hope he gets considered. He does look again. He's such a noticeable improvement with guys like role players like that step up.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time.
Just seems so obvious to me.
He went from 6.5 points to 14 points a game. 5 shots to 10 shots. His percentage dropped a little bit, but literally everything else, other than his percentages, but he's taking more shots. Everything else is up, almost doubled. So
And he's like seamlessly fit to be a core of the rotation, not just like the back part.
yeah, yeah, they have so much room, man. Like they have so much room for injuries. They have room for trades. They have room for guys just wanting to demand a trade. Like they got anything, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine no matter what because they're a solid 9 deep of really really capable players. I one thing that really made me glad that the Knicks were able to use their depth is because OKC has officially brought back the need for depth.
Yeah.
Because for a while, um, Boston, Denver, even the Warriors, the last championship, the Bucks, the Bucks went pretty deep. But since the Bucks championship, most of the winning teams have been like one of those. Oh, we're only playing 7 guys. Like we only trust 7 guys in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And OKC last year showed you actually you're going to need 10 because we're bringing in a fresh 5 that's going to run the 3 that you don't take out off the floor. And now, I mean, pretty quickly teams are adjusting to that. The last 2 years, where you see the Pistons go deep, Knicks go deep, Denver's trying to go deeper, Lakers are going deep, Spurs are going deep, Rockets. All these other teams are going down on their bench, but OKC to me brought that back single-handedly with last year's win. Oh, Pacers also, but the 2 teams in the finals went 9 deep, and most of the teams before that were like a 7 solid, maybe 8, maybe if foul trouble, but usually just 7 guys ever got in. So I think that's kind of been an interesting trend in the league.
And everybody in the West is a little more interested. Everybody that's good in the West is a little more interesting because, to your point, that they have depth that at the very least they're developing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Houston, for example, is not like Reed Shepherd is a guy for them who he's getting better and better. By the playoffs,
Yeah.
he's going to be like he's going to win them a playoff game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're going to be able to depend on him to help KD get good looks.
Yeah.
And he's kind of filled in the void of them needing to sign a point guard.
Yep.
Just from like the early season trust they've put in.
Yeah. Yep. Okogie's getting a lot more minutes. They go really deep at center, and they haven't even gotten Jordan Finney-Smith back yet.
Yeah.
Who really good wing depth.
Oh man.
But yeah, you're right. They are developing. I mean, Eason and Shepherd are major developments for them.
Yeah.
Major. I'm gonna talk about Memphis really quick. I don't have too much to say, but what a collapse, man. Like from 2 years ago, I saw a clip of the Warrior series, 2 Warrior series they had. I'm just like, what happened to this team? Oh, they really only lost Dylan Brooks, and since then everything has went downhill for them. Ja can't have a good attitude for 2 straight games. Then he can't stay healthy for 2 weeks. I forgot Jaren Jackson was even like in the league this year. They got a lot of young guys coming in and playing, but even then, it feels like they're not getting the most out of all of them. The ones that they do play, it feels like they're almost like not allowed to fully play their game. Have you gotten to see them at all?
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know how there's like most improved? There should
Yeah.
be like a opposite, like most regression.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't know what the fuck Jared Jackson has been doing.
It's been
Like
horrible.
he it's hard to even explain that why he's like so bad.
Yeah.
The way he's aggressive, he's like he doesn't even attack like a starter most of the time.
Hmm.
Like, what the fuck, dude? You got paid. You were supposed to be
Yep.
part of like a duo or a big three. There's
Yeah.
again, there was like a 2-year conversation that was very excited about your upside. That's gone.
Yep.
Like you dead ass got paid and stopped working on your game.
Yep.
I haven't seen him go right in years. We're just forcing it left. We can't even do it as well as like Julius Randle.
Nope.
It's just so bad, bro. And his defensive impact is gone because the team's got no focus,
Hmm.
which kind of proves like him having a lot of blocks doesn't really like translate to him being into this like incredible. He was never a better defensive player than Bam.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just his stats were always inflated by the team's chemistry being really good.
Hmm.
And now that the team has no chemistry, he fucking sucks.
He had a really good shooting night the other night against the Clippers, but before
That's
that,
really.
he hadn't hit a three in the month of December. Before that, he hadn't hit a three in the last 6 games. Before
Bro,
he hit 4 the other night.
I'm asking for a right hand layup. Like it's so bad.
Yeah, the problem is he was still firing them threes up.
Of
Like
course, that's all he does. He does the laziest shit.
he does. He's almost like afraid of contact. It looks like sometimes. I mean, he's a power forward. Like, how many free throws per game would you expect him to take?
Oh, bro, he never gets to the fucking line because he just floats shit.
Yeah,
Oh my, like, bro, every time we're just gonna float it, or we're just gonna bump with the right shoulder. Like,
he
you
shoots
don't even
three.
have good touch.
He shoots 3 free throws a game.
Bro, DeAndre Ayton's been getting to the fucking line more. That might not be
Yeah,
true, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure.
I think he. Well, yeah, I'm not. I'll look it up, but I think he
But
does
it's
take
a
more than
fucking
3.
toss up. 3? Again,
Yeah,
like,
3.
bro, I haven't tuned in this season and seen him look like a number one option.
Jaren.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
It's been bad.
Ja's been out. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Who the fuck else on this team is gonna like take command? I like a lot of their guys, but they're all role players.
Yeah.
They're a fucking mess.
Yeah, they're really bad. And I mean, I don't even know like what it'll take because it's not even like a coaching thing because I've seen coaching changes kind of mess with guys' mental a little
Yeah.
bit, but this is like they just don't even want to play. The
Bro,
guys who should be playing don't want to play.
I mean, Ja threw the chemistry in the fucking trash.
Yeah, he did.
He basically like either he threw the coaches under the bus or the players completely lost respect in him.
This actually made me like this year. I've actually grown to appreciate Bane a lot more. Even though Bane has like become like the super villain in the league, like he's just out deliberately hurting guys every night. But
It's really that one incident that was just insane.
which the OG one?
Yeah.
No, he threw Okongwu down like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, you're
and
right.
then
You're right.
fought,
You're right.
and
It's
then was
bad.
about to fight somebody else. Like
You're
he
right. It's
threw him
bad.
down, and then was about to fight someone else about it. Like, dude, like what's going on?
It's like
Uh,
so sudden. It's bizarre.
yeah, he's turned up. But no one on this team is being held accountable at all. Like they can just go out, take a bunch of shots. Santi Aldama, like what happened? I remember people were like expecting him to take over the league. He had 3 points in 31 minutes last game. He had 2 good games back to back against Utah and Portland, two of the 3 worst teams in the league. But before that, played the Clippers 7 points, 4 points in 25 minutes. Like, what are we doing? 5 shots in 25
Again,
minutes?
if Jared Jackson hasn't been in the fucking lab, neither has Santi fucking Aldama, okay?
Obviously not. Yeah.
Like I hate this is a team that I hope their front office like is considerate of moves
Mm-hmm.
because like they could put together a pretty interesting package.
Yeah, they should be on full OKC. I'll trade whatever you want for a first round pick. Like, just give me a
And they
first
can
round pick.
stock the fuck up
Yeah, they need to.
because
Edie, they
they
should build
draft
around
well.
Edie. Huh?
Like they draft relatively well.
They do, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because everyone on the team is from the draft, basically. I think
Contributing, all their guys have participated in them playing winning basketball,
yeah.
which seems like ancient history for them.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened to GG Jackson? Remember that one the year where Ja missed
Yeah,
from the
I don't
suspension
know.
and he like was a
He
beast?
did get hurt. He did have, I remember, like an ankle injury that was lingering last year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, he was a monster for like 30 games that year.
Yeah.
And then I never heard from him again. Yeah, man, blow Memphis up. Get him out of here. Start
Speaking
over.
of, since it's been a minute, I forgot. We almost forgot the story, but you did mention the Clippers, and it reminded me.
Yeah.
Man, what a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
We just can't. What an embarrassment.
6-20.
It's not the CP situation was just like the end of the year. Like the season's done. The franchise respect for the year's done. I mean, Harden.
Just pack it all up, get it all out of here.
I mean, I listen as a basketball fan. Like, I'll probably tune in to James Harden every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to tune in to Kawhi Leonard.
He might not even be playing the night you tune in.
Yeah, that's a given. But they're just so like soulless.
You want to hear some of their rankings in the league? They're real quick. If I ask you what will we remember about Chris Paul as a basketball player?
Assists, point guard.
Yeah. Okay. So what's so special about Harden? Like
point guard.
What's one of Harden's best qualities?
He gets assists.
They are 29th in the league in assists. Just for those who don't know math that well, that is second to last. And they have two. I mean, they don't have CP anymore, but they had him for up until last week. They Harden. I mean, 29th. What does Bogdan Bogdanovic do? I know he's been out, but what does he do best? Catch and shoot. What does John Collins do best? Catch lobs. How are we second to last in assists? Well, I mean, Zubac isn't a one-on-one player. How are they scoring without getting assists on this team?
Bro, they're struggling to crack 100.
Yeah, they're 27th in points per game.
they're living in 15 years ago when you were in defensive battles all night.
Well, the 27th in rebounds per game.
It's so bad. Like
And
there are
Zubac is
so
going to
many
win Most
teams.
Improved Player last year, almost.
There are so many teams that Chris Dunn could participate on and like actually look solid.
Chris Dunn would be fire on the Pacers, like
Bro,
fire.
on the Jazz,
Jazz,
like
he'd be good.
Toronto, any of the teams that run, any of the teams that are competitive on
Yeah,
like he'd show out in Charlotte. Like the same thing Colin Sexton's doing.
yeah.
But the Clippers have
The
no
Rockets could
soul.
use him. To be honest, he might
Yeah,
start for the Rockets.
yeah. But the Clippers have no soul, bro. It's like John Collins plays well. It's like it's the most boring basketball you could imagine.
Yeah. This is probably. I mean, this team is the danger of like not drafting, because if you're a team who just wants to trade for everybody or just sign everybody onto your team, like this is what it's going to look like a lot of times, because nobody really has any allegiance to the area. I mean,
Yep.
Kawhi supposedly does, but nobody has any plays with any pride, and not necessarily for LA or for the Clippers, but like, can you just play so everyone at least thinks you're good? Like, can you at least hold that down? Like, hold that up to at least have some dignity that you want fans to think you're good.
Bro, Ty Lue is like giving up.
Told you, Jeff Van Gundy.
But that's what's embarrassing, bro. Like
He
they
wants to
got
take over.
coaches not leading the charge that want to, are eager to, and like actually have some fucking level of desire.
They got Larry Drew on their staff,
Like,
who
bro,
was an underrated coach. I mean, he had some bad years, but I thought he was a decent coach. Brian Shaw has been coaching like our lifetimes. Dante Jones, he might contribute to the lack of pride on the team.
I'm with you. Yeah, get him off the staff.
He might be the poison on the team.
Who is he helping, bro? What is he contributing? I can't even imagine his job title, bro. Like whatever he's an assistant of, it's fucking nonsense.
I wish they put that on here. It just says assistant coach. I wish they put exactly what his role. Jeff Van Gundy, who was so excited to get back to the league, is this is what you were excited about to
Oh
get to
my
this?
god, bro! Like, I gotta listen to the most dry fucking garbage vanilla commentary, and Jeff is coaching nonsense.
Jeff is coaching nonsense. Mark is at home watching the games, doing Acorn commercials, or whatever. Cash App, whatever that was.
It's depressing.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, they suck in every way. I have nothing positive to say about the Clippers.
They might need to pack it up, to be honest.
Huh?
They might need to pack up the franchise because it's a lost cause. Like,
Just shut the whole franchise down.
just move it instead of the topic we'll get into. Instead of adding teams, why not go to a better market?
Bro, they just built like a $6 billion arena.
Yeah, I know.
Nicest arena ever. That's the problem. Like, I don't know who's gonna take that over, and who's gonna pay rent in there. Like, yeah. Real quick. Let's talk about Cleveland real quick. Quicker than we did Memphis. Like, why aren't they in? Like, why aren't they doing disaster relief on this team yet? I know the finances, they're way over the salary cap, way over the apron or whatever. But
you know what's interesting? They're like the flip side to my criticism of Jaren Jackson, where they've gotten so enamored with like their own Evan Mobley hype.
Yeah.
That it's kind of weird. It doesn't even make sense how they play.
It doesn't.
Like, imagine, I'm like, oh, like Jared Jackson's not aggressive. and then he just comes out and he's like running the show. He's taking the most shots. He's creating everything. He's attacking out of the pick and roll. What? Why do you have all these guards? You got all these shooters. Nobody but Donovan can find them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confused by like the development year to year.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're like embracing how good Evan Mobley he is. I'm getting to the point like he's plateauing, guys. I don't know how much better he's gonna get.
I've been on that train for a while, and he got better since I've been on the train. But at this point, especially using him how they use him, like
But
I said, the first game of the season, like it's a lot of Evan Mobley. Why?
that's it's not the usage isn't correlating. Like, okay, he's gotten better. If his usage is rivaling Donovan Mitchell, like code red.
Yeah.
You've gone too far.
Yeah.
This isn't 1A, 1B.
Right.
And it's like they're back to the same problems I've had with Donovan's teams for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's Donovan, we don't know what's going on. Guys are hurt. There's guys aren't hitting shots. Like our chemistry sucks. Donovan, how about you play point? How about you set the tone defensively? How about you lead in every way? And you have no room for error.
Yeah.
Go to work.
I agree.
But the margin for error is so small because the league is pretty fucking stacked.
Mm-hmm.
That it takes Donovan's heroics to beat a sorry ass Wizards team.
Yeah. They are trying to stick to a particular kind of game that no one else is doing anymore. Like we talked about this off air, but the heliocentric offense, it's real. Like Kobe warned us about it. He said it wouldn't work, but OKC found a way to make it work somehow. And now like most teams are doing this high usage offense. And the Cavs are sticking to like, okay, Donovan has 32 percentage usage. Garland has 25. Mobley has 23. Hunter has 20. DeAndre Hunter has 22% usage. 22. Him and Mobley have the same have one usage difference. Like, why are they handling the ball that much? Tyrese Proctor has 20% usage. Like, it's just like most teams aren't doing that.
It's like there's an arrogance to their individual development.
Yeah.
Where guys are immediately like taking way more of an assignment than they're given.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I gave you today's homework. We're not doing homework for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But in this context, like you're picking and choosing the advanced material, you're getting it wrong. You're studying the wrong thing.
Right.
Because now again, it's like Mobley is not your pick and roll creator. I mean,
yeah.
What the fuck? Like all these guards, and now it's like the way they generate the drive and kick is so fucking random.
It is.
That's why they can't they can't keep up in shootouts like they used to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not in control, and they don't even understand why. Because they're like, "Oh, Donovan's going toe to toe, like Evan Mobley's going toe to toe with their number 2 or 3 guy."
Yeah.
Like, but these teams are structured in this way where it actually makes sense.
Right.
It's never worked for you.
Yeah. What do you think they do? Like, let's say you had the full keys to the franchise. What would you do? What's the first thing you would do?
Oh man.
Or what would be your overall like 1-year plan?
Either Garland or Mobley's gone.
Yeah.
One, not both. Like you could pick one.
Yeah.
My personality, that's a tough one for me. I don't know which one I'd pick.
Yeah, I think Mobley probably has more trade value, but um,
But like
you need Garland less.
you are just lost as a team. You're lost in like the development sauce
Yeah, they are.
because it's not the upside. Like there's no upside that looks like you're going to be competitive.
Hmm.
Where teams that are not even at full strength are showing that.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, you're falling so far behind what like Detroit is doing
Hmm.
that Donovan's heroics are not they're not getting you through it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think they built this team before they got Donovan, and now they have him, and he's a Rosetta Stone for you to form this new iteration of them around him instead of like, hey, let's try to fit him into this. Like, actually, we can just start over with something else. And he looks great at the point. If you need to, if you trade Garland and you get something else, just keep Donovan at the point. Like, it's fine. It's better than what you've been doing.
Yeah.
And at times, it's like sometimes it looks like Donovan and Hunter are playing on the same team, and then Garland, Mobley, and Allen are playing like on a different team. It's almost like when Donovan's not out there, they're just the team that was there before Donovan got there, and they play their game, which works. But then he comes out there, and then they're just kind of watching him, or they're just kind of watching Mobley. Mobley's coming down, taking pull up threes without anyone else touching the ball. And I'm like, it's just bizarre. Like it's just not good. And I like the team a lot. I really like some of the players. I like even the players that are like I like Tyrese Proctor a lot. I like Jalen Tyson a little bit. Um, Obviously Dean Wade and
Lonzo's starting to get back, like
Harold.
actually get healthy.
Yeah, he's starting to hit his shot finally because he shot absolutely terrible the first 10 games. Naquan Tomlin, I love. He comes in with so much aggression, dunking and blocking and fouling. I like that. And I like Struess. I mean, he hasn't been healthy yet, but I like Struess. Um, so they got bones. They just like this starting lineup has run its course. And Hunter just isn't the right guy for this team. I never felt like he really was. But
I want to see Hunter when they make a change,
I agree with that. I agree with that. I'd like to
especially
see
if Mobley
Hunter.
is the guy you move. You
Yeah,
know, assuming you get a big or at least a wing, like
yeah.
maybe they do kind of go a little smaller, make a more hybrid lineups, or the opposite. They stay big, but like they change how they play big.
Hmm.
Like
Like
I
a
want to
big
see
wing.
how Hunter fits into that, but it's just not this.
Yeah, because I think Hunter is a good starter if he's not your best starter. I mean, if he's not like your third best player, I think he is a good starter. So I think he does complete your starting lineup because he is so versatile. He plays 3 or 4. Him and
It's just
Mobley have this
it bothers me.
weird thing
Like
where,
last episode, we talked about Orlando and their struggles.
yeah,
Like Orlando started off worse and have
hmm,
already developed in a better way than anything Cleveland's done.
yeah, they have,
And they just lost to them last year. So it's like they're jumping you. They made one big change and they're jumping you 20 games into the season.
yep. And Cleveland should not hold on to any draft picks because like, what are you drafting for at this point? Your oldest player is like 29. Like, I mean, Donovan maybe 30, and everyone else is in
Yeah.
their mid 20s. Like, we don't need any. We don't need to get any younger. Like, trade some of those picks. Get a win now player. Especially these teams at the bottom have like a gold mine of players. Like,
Yeah.
um, most of the teams at the bottom of the league are stacked. Like, take anyone from New Orleans. They're stacked with talent. They just suck together. Still haven't figured out the coaching thing. All right, moving on. Philly. I've watched the last 3 Philly games. 76ers. They look fantastic. I gotta be honest with you. They lost to Atlanta. That was a really, really, really good game. And I think the game before that, I forgot who it was against, but it went down to the wire. Um, oh, Indiana. Yeah, Indiana. It went down to the fourth quarter. Uh, Paul George is back, like for real back, like PG-13 back, even though he's number 8 now, PG-8. Embiid looked great against the Pacers. He didn't look as great in the next game, but I mean, he had 39 against the Pacers. Like Embiid's back, putting up 30s. Paul George is putting up 30s. Maxi's been hurt. I mean, sick with illness the last few games, but they're one of the few teams that is legitimately too deep at almost every position except power forward. But they have Grimes, they have Edgecombe, they have McCain, they have Maxey, they have Embiid, they have Drummond, who's been playing great. Then they have Paul George and Oubre, who's been out also. But they have so much length. They can go fast. They can go slow. They can play ISO ball. They can run plays. They just have like I know I'm hyping them up, and I know the first thing everyone is gonna say, well, they're not gonna be healthy. Embiid's not gonna play any more games. Paul George's gonna blow his shoulder out again, whatever. But I'm just saying, seeing them almost healthy, they look really, really, really good. I just think they need some time to play together because I don't know if Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid have played more than like 10 games together in 2 years. So, and then now having Edgecombe too, who's like a perfect complementary player. He looks better now that the other guys are back because now he takes better shots. He takes less shots. When he attacks, he can like really attack with purpose. He's not just like looking to make something happen. It's like, oh no, there's an opening. I'm going in. I'm dunking this. Or oh, I got an open shot. I'm taking the shot. But Philly, man, I'm glad everyone's back. They look good. They do look really really good. I don't know how Maxi fits in though at this point, but
And
we'll
that's
see.
interesting final point because I hyped up Philly when they were starting the year off trash.
Yeah,
Uh, I immediately am like they're competing at a level if they get healthy, they're immediately going to skyrocket because they play the right way. They
yeah,
trust each other. They're very high energy on both ends. They're horrible defensively,
hmm,
but again, it's like if Embiid is getting healthy, the upside is going to be huge.
yeah,
Same thing with PG. Same thing with like missing Oubre's tough for them. I think defensively.
yeah,
But the real question for me, health. I'm skeptical in the health because that's just too obvious.
yeah,
But the chemistry between Maxi and PG,
yeah.
that's really what I don't trust.
That is going to be the most interesting thing because I think they are much better when Paul George is playing point, is playing the main play initiator. But Paul George is silky smooth, kind of slow motion. How does he adjust to Maxi who plays 120 miles an hour all the time? That's what's going to be really weird to me. Their pacing, uh, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
I
kind of
feel like
interesting.
the doubt for me is more from Paul George. I feel like from you, it's more from Maxi.
Um, maybe,
Because
yeah.
Paul George's like versatility as far as
Mhm.
fitting with another guard, I think is like a little overrated
Okay.
because you don't trust what kind of guard Paul George will be.
Mm. Well, okay, okay, yeah,
And like at his best, I see the vision where
yeah,
he's the initiator, he's kind of setting it up, but like Maxi is such a spark plug
Mhm.
that the little bit of sample size we saw last year, PG was like putting out that flame every time by
Mm.
trying to like create stagnant ISOs, by picking and choosing spots when Maxi would just go,
Yeah.
and it creates a faster pace that a lot of the role players are more used to.
Yeah.
They already had issues with Embiid kind of not being able to figure out the pace.
Yeah.
I don't trust, like, if Paul George could acquiesce to Maxi's pace
Mhm.
and then take command in critical moments, that
Mhm.
works
I
for me.
like
Like,
that.
I can believe in that.
That was a little bit of the OKC, PG, and Westbrook for
Yeah,
that one season.
again, you're following me, like, but to me, that was a long time ago.
It
And the
was,
Paul
yeah.
George I can visualize now is, I'm getting it back. I'm getting it back. Maxi will follow my lead.
Mhm.
And now Maxi's going to be taking disgusting shots. PG's going to be like not really comfortable creating because he hadn't really done it for a consistent portion of the season.
Yeah.
And they're going to kind of fizzle out.
I I think I think that I definitely could see that. I could see both scenarios, the good and bad. I think that they're gonna have to manage how long Maxi stays in there, um, because right now, the last few games, there's been moments where PG just has to be like the best player on the court, and he's to his credit, he's been doing it. But when Maxi's there, I just don't know when that'll be the case. Like that'll probably never need to happen. And both of them are actually pretty bad passers. So I think that's the thing that makes it. The only reason I worry about the Maxi part of it is because they're both really bad at passing, and neither of them are good like assist people. And passing and assists, two different things. They're both bad passers and they're both bad assist guys. So that's the part where I kind of trust Paul George's get to a spot and find somebody. I trust that part of his game more than I
Yeah,
trust it from Maxi. But
that's fair.
like if the team was actually if the team actually didn't have Paul George and Embiid, I would have absolutely no problem with how Maxi plays. But but the fact that they are kind of stacked a little bit, I just don't know Maxi's ball distributing skills. I just don't know how they come into effect unless they really, develop. But they don't really have a whole lot of time to develop because Embiid is, one injury away from retiring.
Yeah, and that's kind of the weird thing where they've like always wanted to slow down for Embiid,
Yeah,
and like that it's kind of limited a lot of their role players. Uh,
right.
but as like the interesting thing with them developing the rest of the season is now it puts McCain in like a weird high pressure spot
Yeah,
to make the chemistry work,
yeah,
because he's awkwardly, like, as they've been injured, and again he's also been hurt, so he's the sample size from him has been small,
hmm,
but he's fit with most of the rotations. He's found good shots with most of the lineups. He's
yeah.
been kind of uh inserted as a starter, as a bench guy. Like, he's kind of switched up roles a lot, and it's not phased his ability to play well at all.
Yeah, I really see a lot of Kyle Lowry in McCain's game. I mean, I know Lowry's on the bench. He probably is a really good mentor, but McCain kind of gives me that kind of game. Very controlled, doesn't
Yeah.
turn the ball over much. He takes good shots, takes big shots. Um, yeah, there is a lot more pressure on him.
He's like Brogdon with like an actual bag.
Yeah,
Like just steady, a little bit stronger than you'd expect. But again, I've been really impressed. Like, again, Maxi and PG, it's so volatile. There's going to be issues,
yeah.
but McCain's ability to make it work, you get tiny sample size. I'm kind of excited a little, following your hype a little bit. But like the depth problem for them is really fun to figure out if they're healthy.
Yeah, it is.
That's why, and I think Nick Nurse has done a good job since he got there.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's
With
why
what
I
he's
really
had.
like he's kind of been ready. He's almost kept them ready to like, guys, if we get this locker room healthy, if guys are ready, like we'll emerge.
Yeah.
We can play at a high level, and I'm starting to see it. I do like what they're doing.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think it would be one of those situations where like you remember when Denver, not the championship year, but before that, when Monty Morris was there,
Hmm.
and like before Jokic just became like 80% of the offense, like they still really use Murray as a point guard, and then Murray would be the first one out, and Monty would come in, and then Jokic just took control for the rest of that quarter, and then Jokic came out, and then Murray took control for like the next quarter.
Hmm.
Like that might be something they'll have to do with Maxi and McCain and PG, where they come out early, where they kind of play both guys. They try to work with both guys, but Maxi's kind of running the pace. Maxi comes out. You got McCain, and it's kind of more of a controlled system point guard, and that's where PG probably gets most of his shots. Then PG comes out, and then they turn it up with Maxi and Edgecombe. I don't know. Nurse is the professional. I'm not the professional. He'll figure it out, but I could see that being a good recipe for them.
It's just going to be tough because, like, back to they're going to be playing with the recipes. Like, they're not going to be
Right.
able to get the recipe and see if it works, see if
Yeah.
it's good, and kind of build upon it. Like, it's kind of going to be various recipes, and then we see what we get going into the playoffs.
Because they're never gonna have 5 games where everybody's there.
Like, you just
That's
kind
one
of
reason why too.
you visualize like the game 7 stressful like tie game mid fourth quarter. The Knicks are coming down, and you know exactly what they're doing. Like, they know what they want. Boston knows exactly what they want. I even think like Cleveland to a lesser extent like knows what they're trying to get.
Yeah, you know what's coming. Is the Garland pick and lob, and
Right.
if it's not there,
Right. Would
Donovan's
I
coming
run
off the
that?
weak
Would I
side.
run that a lot? No, but I'm not coaching.
Right. Donovan's
but
coming off the weak side to get the ball if they
but
can't
again,
find the lob to
because
Allen.
even with health, the minute management, the game management is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Like, to get this any sort of steadiness from a rotation,
Yep.
and all these teams, all these young teams, like if there's anything they're consistently improving, it's how steady their rotation is, who they could trust to put out there. And Philly's going to be at such a disadvantage with that.
Yeah.
That's what it's so hard for me to have faith in them, but they're playing really well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other teams you want to talk about today?
In depth, not really. I mean, a couple other teams that fucking suck, but I'll let that go.
Um, real quick. Adam Silver mentioned
Ah,
the
interesting.
chances of expansion and even some European games next year. Um, do you think they need to expand to 32 teams?
No.
Me either. And if they
If there's
do,
if there's any fucking league that doesn't need to expand, it's the NBA.
I think they have to make immediate salary cap changes. But expansion, just for fun, I don't get it.
I mean, the two markets are like Vegas and Seattle, right? He said.
Yeah,
I mean, he said I think others, but those were the two he named.
yeah, they're the two that get the most hype, I think, because someone's gonna have to pay for it. So I don't know if they are the
Right.
ones that have the most
What's
stock,
weird
but
is
they're the
like
ones that get the most
Vegas
hype.
has kind of made it work with the new like franchises.
Yeah,
So like, I'm sure there's a scenario I can't picture that maybe could work where a team comes in and gets good.
Aces are running things in Vegas right now.
Right. The hockey team, Golden Knights, also since they got made, they've been like competing every year.
Yep.
And there's some nuance to. I think we've talked about this a little bit with the WNBA, but like there's some nuance to how you set them up to come in
Yeah.
that I think like if you really nail that down, you could set the team up to kind of come in and get a tiny advantage just to start with,
Yeah, I will
like a
say this
building
year,
advantage.
yeah, like they get automatic, I think top 10 in both rounds.
Hmm.
Um in the
Yeah.
WNBA, but the WNBA has more than 2 rounds. But this year I will say is the best year. I shouldn't say this year, but like right now we're in the best time for an expansion draft. If there was going to be an expansion draft ever, right now would be like the most desirable expansion draft. Like just because the teams are so deep. Like 5 years ago, I wouldn't have wanted an expansion draft. Like who am I going to get in an expansion draft 5 years ago? Um, you know, now it's like, okay, I might get AJ Mitchell in the expansion draft. I might get Nimhard. I might get,
Yeah.
all these teams are so deep that an expansion draft probably could make another team really good. But um, that's the only desirable thing I see from it. That the teams probably would be pretty interesting right away. And the drafts in general are good right now, but uh, yeah, I don't think they need it.
I just it's tough like seeing the cup go well because the cup
Yeah,
is probably the one that by far the highlight of the season so far.
yeah,
The cup games, but it's like kind of the it gives the game away where it's like there clearly is a contrast between like how competitive the games are night to night. You know what I mean? And I just hello, oh, I cut out.
yeah. You there?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like it kind of
You said
makes it obvious that there's such a contrast between how competitive the games are night to night.
yeah, it does.
And that to me it's like it kind of it all further incentivizes like the league having a bad reputation.
Hmm.
I feel like I don't know if they could do tournaments all year long, but like that's not really a permanent fix.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think the only thing, I mean, they're exploring how to incentivize playing hard in the games, and the cup works, money works, but outside of that, they can't just give the money for everything. So, like you said, it is kind of tough. Um, they've talked about draft placement. They've talked about playoff placement being more on the games, maybe even more on points or something like that. But yeah, it's not an easy fix.
I'm all
Definitely
for
not
the
an easy fix.
relegation system.
That would be nuts. Only thing that would suck is that there's good teams. Like the Pelicans are not a garbage team. To like, if we did have a relegation system, the Pelicans would annihilate every other team on planet Earth other than the
I don't know
NBA
about
teams.
that. I think you're underestimating how much they suck.
I think they would kill. They'd kill every EuroLeague team,
Yeah, that's probably true.
if they're healthy. That's the other thing. They're not really healthy ever, so they're another team that, yeah, if they go out there without Poole, Jones, Dejounte, or Alvarado, that does even the playing field. But or Zion, that does
Yeah.
even out the game. But them healthy, I have confidence in whoever's coaching there right now. Corey Brewer, Jody Meeks. Look at they didn't even take their staff serious. Uh, Aaron Miles, I love Aaron Miles, but Corey Brewer, Jody Meeks on your staff. shout out to them because I like them as players. But
I did too. I like Corey Brewer a lot.
the 28th in opponents' points per game, 27th in assists. They're right there with the Clippers. Right there with the Clips. All right, I don't have anything else. You got anything else?
No, that's it for today.
Thank you for listening as always. Follow us, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will see you guys next time.